Hello? Oh, perfect. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Idealo stage. We have another great speaker, finally a female speaker. Her name is Victoria Chirita. She's one of the founders of DeinDesign. She founded that company 12 years ago with her co-founders, and DeinDesign lets you customize cases and bags for smartphones, tablets, and game consoles, and much more. T-shirts, for example. Now the company has about 120 employees, which is incredible. And I think for all of us, I think we just can sit back and enjoy this story about how this little shop with 3 founders became so big. So big round of applause for Victoria Chirita.
Okay. So, hi. Yeah, wow, what an amazing setup. I just walked around the expo and I actually didn't expect it that big. I'm really happy to share my founding story today with you guys over here. I don't know. So, the topic of my presentation is the transformation from an idea into a recognized e-commerce brand. How do we do this? First of all, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and about the founding story. Then we're going to take a look at the brand. And after all, we're going to take a look at how we did it, how we built our brand, DeinDesign. So this is a little sneak preview. You see our little mannequin. He's called a Dein. I want to introduce you to him. That's actually our CI today, how we look today. Yeah, I come to that later a little bit more in detail. I have to click really hard. Now, I want to introduce you to my family, actually. And I'm really proud that I can still say it's my family after 12 years in business. And this was a picture last year in summer, so it's not like the whole crowd, but part of the crowd. Yeah, as I got introduced, we're around 120 employees. What do we do at DeinDesign? We do mass customization. When we founded the company 12 years ago, we had this simple idea of making things more beautiful. Like one of my founding partners, Kian, we founded the company with like 3 persons, Kian and Manuel. They are twin brothers, and me. We are friends for over 20 years now, and we are still going on. This is a big achievement we do have today. Kian bought a laptop for his semester abroad. He was studying music business, and he was like really cool having a laptop by the time when we founded the company. I was doing an apprenticeship as an industrial sales clerk, and Manuel, the other brother, he was a car mechanical, so no one of us had anything to do with e-commerce or internet, so this was completely new to us. So everything what we are now, we learned over the past 12 years. So we had the idea of making a laptop more beautiful than it was. I remember that one story. We had a meeting with Fujitsu Siemens, we wanted to introduce our product, to present it, and they were looking at us like crazy. And they said, so why should we glue a sticker on our design? Like, we spent thousands of euros on the design of that laptop, so we will never glue anything on there. So we said, okay, we thought it's a cool idea, and we are passionate about it, but they just kicked us out. Well, later on, they kept on working with us. That was like a really cool thing for us. But in the first step, they just kicked us out. Yeah, let's go on. Take a look what we actually do. As I told you, we started with design skins for laptops. Today, you're going to find over 6,000 customizable devices on our website. So from mobile phones, smartphones, tablets, laptops, Alexa, Amazon, you even can customize your Thermomix with our products. You can choose out of lots of high-quality licensees like Disney, like Star Wars, Hello Kitty, like all the Bundesliga teams, but you can also upload your own images. And this is quite important for our customers because we have a rate of 60% to 40% on personalization in terms of licenses. So personalization is a really big theme for us. It was from the very first of beginning, but still licensees, we need to have those to get the customers to our website, and they cannot decide which, and they upload their own image. Yeah, we customize over 600,000 devices a year now, now, I'm going back actually to the topic of my presentation. So what is a brand? I just want to get everyone aligned here that we're talking about the same thing. So I just put on the definition of what a brand is actually. Source Wikipedia, I use it a lot actually. So a brand is a name, a term, a design, a symbol, or other feature that distinguishes an organization or product from its rivals in the eyes of the customer. So I think you all somehow know what a brand is. Some of you might have an own company or working for a company who already has built up a brand or is building up a brand. So I just wanted to get everyone aligned on this point. So why is brand so important? I'm asking me this question a lot because I'm responsible for marketing and for the brand in our company. I was from the first day on. You know, when you're in a startup, it's really important that you define your roles and this ideally to the things you love to do and that you can do and that you're passionate about. And I was always passionate about our brand, and I wanted to make our company known, and yeah, I wanted that people talk about our company. So why is brand so important for us? For the companies, it's a lot about the money. For the customers, brand is important because of the value. I brought you some examples over here. So I took coffee at the first sight because I think everyone can relate somehow to coffee. Might be some tea drinkers over here, but I had a couple of coffees today. So I took the Ja coffee from Rewe. It's the house brand from Rewe. Rewe is the second largest supermarket chain in Germany. I took Lavazza from our Italian friends, a family-owned company in the 4th generation, and I took Coffee Circle. Coffee Circle is a Berlin-based company, and Coffee Circle stands really for transparency in the value chain and for fair trade products. So why is it possible that the house brand of Rewe is $7.99? Just to make clear, we're talking about the same blend, we're talking about the same size. So why is Rewe Ja coffee $7.99 and Coffee Circle $42.57? This is because of the brand. Because people identify with them. It's because people feel good when they have a cup of Coffee Circle coffee, because, yeah, it expresses their values. I brought you another example, to get a little bit closer to what we do, actually. So we have the 3 market leaders over here. We have Huawei, we have Samsung, we have Apple. And again, 255, it's all mobile phones from the same year, same storage size. You can chat on WhatsApp, you can receive phone calls, you can check your emails. So the phones, they do all the same. So Huawei 255, Apple 1,149. So why is it possible that Apple pulls a 400% more than Huawei? It's because of the brand. It's because people identify with Apple. It's because they want to show their lifestyle. They want to set a statement. They want to express their values. They want to be part of a group, and they trust Apple. When Apple came to the market with the iPhone, the market wasn't very promising because there was Nokia, there was Motorola back in 2007, and the market was already taken somehow. And so why would anyone buy a phone from a computer nerd company? Because they trusted Apple. And you can repeat this over and over again. Why do you buy a Louis Vuitton bag? Could be as easy as that you can afford it. Could be as easy that you want to be part of a gang. So why do you buy Apple? Why do you buy a Coke, Supreme, or Bugaboo? You can repeat this over and over with any brand from every branch. So just to take a little closer look to the brand identity and what creates actually the brand. So there are three factors which are important to me that determine the perception of the brand. It's behavior, its appearance, and its communication. Those three factors, they lead to the brand identity, to the brand image. And this is what creates the brand and the image the customers see. And it doesn't matter if it's like external or internal. Everything is really important. How you communicate internal and external, how you behave internal and external, and how you appear. So I introduced you to that guy before. So he's our Dein, our mannequin, mascotchen, however you call him. You will find him everywhere where you see DeinDesign. And now I'm going to tell you a little bit about the story, how our brand developed, actually. So over here, this was actually our really, really first logo. You see like the logo with the 3 drips. You see the little square. This little thing symbolizes a sticker. Yeah, that was the first thing. We didn't have any money. We asked a friend, a designer, can you create something for us? And that was the first thing we went out with. And after a while, we changed our brand name to our product name, actually. Design Skins was our product. We made this name up. It's a registered trademark from us, actually. Yeah, we're gonna take a closer look why we did this later on. Just to give you a small overview, like how we developed. Then we did some like tracking because of tracking issues. We used some other domains like DeinSkin, MindSkin, whatever skin. This was the most stupidest thing we could have done, actually. It was okay in terms of tracking, but it really didn't pay off in terms of brand. And then we actually came back to the roots and we communicated DeinDesign again. And we developed our little mannequin, the Dein. Now, take a look at this video. Some of you might know it in terms of leadership. I think it really matches in terms of brand too. Maybe we can turn up the sound a little bit. No, louder. Louder. So what did we see here? Like in the beginning, you saw that one dude dancing like a maniac. He was just going for it. He was passionate about the idea he had. And he didn't care what anyone else said. And that was us back in the days when we founded DeinDesign in 2006. We were the innovators. The innovators, we had to actually create a market. When we had the idea to DeinDesign, there were no smartphones. This was the shit, like Nokia and Motorola, as I told you before. And this is actually what we made out of it. You can see there was not much space to print on, but we tried our best. Our mission was to make things look beautiful again. And this is actually our website, like the first release of our website. And I still can really relate to this. I mean, this is 12 years old. And if I look at it today, and if I would stumble across this on the internet, I would still think, that's a nice page. And this is a point, we were authentic. And we kept it authentic. And that's why we still can relate to this. You can see like the drips on the left side. We had like MP3 players, like the mobile phones, some laptops, everything like cool dudes, a nice girl. Everyone was keep asking us if we know this girl and if they can have a date. We said, no, sorry, stock footage. And yeah, this was our first website. And we felt like the coolest kids in town. We like released this website and we felt like the kings and queens. We waited for orders, nothing happened. So what's the next step? How do we convince the early adopters? Like, how do we convince, let's take it back to the video, the people to join us dancing in the front? And how did we do this? So as I said before, we were well connected to the music scene. Kian was studying music business, and we were all hip-hop nerds. We still are. And so we decided to go to Splash Festival. Splash Festival is one of the biggest, or is the biggest hip-hop festival in Germany, actually. And we set up a booth over there together with our friends from Chirita Productions. And we made a lineup with artists that were rapping, and yeah, we just like made a crazy party. And we of course showed our products. We actually sold our products over there. And we brought like some PSP, some MP3 players. We put on some merchandise stuff of the rappers, which was really cool. And we just tried to create this momentum you saw in the video before. And I remember it as it was yesterday. It was one of the most exhausting weekends in my whole life, actually. But it really worked out. We convinced the early adopters, and people were talking about us. And at the end of the weekend, like everyone knew DeinDesign because the craziest party was at our booth. And we came back home, and we thought, okay, now we need to improve somehow. We need to think big. Think big means thinking international, beyond German borders. And then we somehow came to the conclusion that our company name, DeinDesign, doesn't work anymore because people were asking us, so what does DeinDesign mean? And we are translating it, well, it means your design, you know, and everyone was confused somehow. We were confused, the customers were confused, and that's the reason why we decided to go for Design Skins by DeinDesign. I mean, we were using this name anyway, and it was a registered trademark from us, so why shouldn't we use it? If I look back, for that time it was the right decision. If I'm asking me the question, would I do it again? No. Coming later to the point, why? Okay, now here I'm going to show you our first TV commercial. We were actually one of the first e-commerce companies who did TV commercials. We found a really nice agency. We had no money. They made us a great CPO deal. So this was a huge breakthrough for us as a company. Just take a look. Still no smartphones on the market when we released this commercial. There should be sound too. So this was a huge breakthrough because we understood that if we have reach, people see our product, they will buy our product. It was a completely proof of concept for us. Still, I mean, the commercial was not on like big channels like Sat.1 or ProSieben. It was like the small channels like Skype and D-Max and all that stuff. But still, like sales increased immediately when we had a spot on air. But the question was, so how do we reach the majority without spending like millions of money on advertisement and branding and corporations? And what helped us a lot was November 2007. It was the release of the iPhone. Suddenly, we had something where we could print on, and people were caring about their product, about their device. Those phones, they were quite expensive, they were fragile, and they needed protection. And our product, it was a protection. So the release of the iPhone was like one of the biggest breakthroughs in our company history. And sometimes you really need to be lucky, because we could have never projected how the sales of the smartphones increases over the years. So we never thought about this, actually. But you don't only need luck, you need to be prepared too. And we were prepared. We directly adjusted our TV
Dein
commercial
Handy ist dir zu langweilig? Du möchtest es
the
wieder
iPhone.
individuell? Dann
Like
verpasst
totally
dein Handy
spot
jetzt
on
den eigenen
focus on
Style
iPhone.
mit einem Designskin von designskins.com. Designskins schützen dein Gerät und sind rückstandsfrei entfernbar. Gibt's auch für Notebooks, MP3-Player, Spielkonsolen und vieles mehr. Einfach Gerät auswählen, Design aussuchen oder selbst gestalten, bestellen, fertig. Wähle Motive internationaler Designer, Bands und Sportvereine oder nutze eigene Fotos für dein ganz persönliches Design. Designskins ab 9,95 € bei designskins.com.
So you see, we were prepared. And the iPhone, it gave us the chance to introduce a complete new product range, actually. Like, in the beginning, we started with one product. We started with design skins. As the iPhone came to the market, like a year later, HTC, the first Android smartphone, came to the market. A year later, Samsung put on their first Android smartphone to the market, and we introduced a complete new product range. We had cases, we had sleeves, we had bags, so everything was different from that point on. And now I'm coming back why we changed our name from DesignSkin to DeinDesign again. Because DesignSkin, it didn't relate to our company anymore. I mean, we still had DesignSkins as a product, but it was one under thousands of products. So we couldn't communicate only with DesignSkins anymore. And we said, hey, we have the best name we can have. It's DeinDesign. I mean, it's our brand. That's what we stand for. And we were self-confident enough to tell the people, like, if someone asks us, what does DeinDesign mean? We say nothing. It means DeinDesign. It's our brand now, you know? We don't translate it anymore. And we needed to do this step back. And this was the first time we actually spent some money on our CI. We got a really nice agency from Hamburg that created this little Dein for us. Yeah, now, because I'm just running out of time a little bit, that's why I'm like just speeding up a little bit. Some key takeaways, which are very important for us, or for me in special. If you want to build a brand, you need to build a tribe. You have to create the momentum. You know, you saw that dude in the video, he created a momentum. He created his tribe. You have to be prepared. Like, the markets, they change so rapidly, and you have to change with the market. If you don't do, and if you're not prepared, you're gonna lose. You have to find your niche. We started with design skins. Amazon started with books. Zalando started with shoes. So you really have to find your niche. And when you make it that you create your brand within the niche, Apple started with computers, you will be able to get into new markets with new products. You have to stay authentic. This is very important for us because, in my opinion, if you don't stay authentic, you cannot sell anything. People will not trust you. People will not buy the idea from you if you're not authentic. You have to become the brand. So you're not buying chapstick, you're buying Labello. You're not buying a tissue, you're buying a Tempo. You're not buying a case, you're buying a DeinDesign. And turn something ordinary into something beautiful. That is what our mission was from the beginning on. I think this is really important because with every idea you have, you follow a special dream, and the dream is always beautiful. So really important thing for us. This is how we look today. So the design is very reduced. The focus is on the products we sell. We do have other products now. We sell T-shirts now, and but still the focus is totally on cases for mobile devices. And you see 2/3 of our webpage is like spot on, and customizing is like one of our biggest themes. And yeah, to give you an idea how it looks back home, I brought you a video, and yeah, you can see how we operate from Bad Kreuznach. Thank you very much.